Hi guys, J-Boy here, bringing you another GTA 5 online video. For those of you who've watched the first video I uploaded, it was on the nightclub update. At the end it slightly cut off without much warning, so sorry about that. All I was going to add to that is if you like the video, please like it, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you guys would like to see, or any improvements I can make. What I was going to do today with the nightclub update coming up, I wanted to review this car here on the right, because I believe this would be a very cool way to start your nightclub life, if you will. It's the Enus Super Diamond, and it's actually on Luxury Motorsport for only $250,000, which in these days GTA, given the inflation of cars, it's actually a very reasonable price. Let's take it out for a spin. So I'm just going to review 5 factors: speed, performance, style, fun and value for money. So in performance, I'm going to kind of have that as a performance and handling, and then speed is just going to be raw speed, how quickly it accelerates, and kind of top speed as well. Sorry about this loading screen, taking a while there. So here we go. So I had this car pretty much since I bought the game, so about 3 or 4 years ago. I've always liked this car, not really driven it in a long time, but it's one of those that you kind of hold on to and don't want to get rid of, especially given that selling this car is not particularly going to make me a lot of money given how much stuff costs these days. So let's get right into it. The speed of this car, you're not going to be blown away by the speed. It's pretty fast, but nothing spectacular. I suppose one thing that I can say about it is it's very fast for the type of car that it is, but once you kind of pick up speed, it can get quite heavy on the handling and hard to control. But as you can see here, it is picking up quite a lot of speed, but you really do have to brake hard to be able to stop this thing's momentum. So I think out of 5 on the speed front, I'd give this a 3. I mean, it's fast for what it is, but as I said, you're not going to be able to rag it round corners at speed because it just hasn't got the handling for it. Okay guys, so performance. As I said before, this is kind of performance and handling wrapped into one. I'd say this car is one of those cars that if you're not used to driving it, you could be all over the place, because it does take, you can see there's an example, it does take a bit of getting used to because it's quite heavy on the handling. But having said that, you can kind of throw it around side to side and it won't spin out. It's quite grippy, if that's a good way of saying it. Whereas you get some of the fast cars that I've had, for example the Tyrus, that's a car where the slightest manoeuvre left or right, if you're going at speed, can throw you off completely and actually makes your journey slower because you're constantly having to reset yourself and get on your way again. So I think performance and handling, I was thinking about possibly giving this a 4, but I think as I'm used to the car, I know how it works. But if you were buying the car for the first time, given the cars that are out now, I would probably lean towards 3 out of 5. So that's 3 out of 5 again. Moving on to style. I mean, let's stop for a second and just admire this thing. As you can see, I've gone for the £50,000 gold paint job. I don't think that you could really go any other way with that. I think the silver or black might look good in this thing, but you guys can put your own styles on it. You might like a pink one. I myself went with the gold, and I had to get the diamond rims because, you know, this is just a baller car and it needed those. I think on the style front, if you look inside as well, it's very nicely finished. It looks the part. For the nightclub update, I would definitely recommend driving around in this thing. Let's see what comes out Tuesday, but this is a good one to start given the price. So I'd say style, I'd give this a 5 out of 5. Moving on to fun. This is kind of similar to the performance, I suppose. It's one of those where you master it and you can have quite a bit of fun with this thing. I was trying to do a good drift there, but didn't go as well. But if you guys have been watching the whole video, you see that I was able to drift this car quite easily and have a bit of fun in this thing. It's not got any weapons. It's kind of just more of a showy offy, getting from A to B with your friends in style. So it is fun. It's not going to kind of go unnoticed. So I think I'll give this a 4. I was originally going to give it a 3 on the fun factor, but just driving it now, I forget how fun this thing actually can be. So I'll give that a 4 out of 5. Value for money. I've actually put 4 down on my notes, but to be honest, looking at the price, before I came on, I thought this was $500,000, which actually still would have been pretty good value. But seeing as it's 250,000, then a few upgrades, I suppose you're going to spend, if you really want to kit this thing out, you're going to spend 450, 500,000 in total after purchasing. But I think that's still very good value for money. It's a nice car. You're never going to want to get rid of it out of your collection. If you've got that sort of money sitting around and you want a nice car to be able to pull up to your nightclubs when that update comes out, then I'd certainly recommend getting yourself one of these. So value for money, I'm actually going to put that at 5 out of 5. But when you compare it with the inflation, you could say that all the original cars were value for money, so there's that to bear in mind as well. Alright guys, I'll be back soon with another vehicle review, and Tuesday is the place to be because the update will be with us, and I will hopefully be uploading a video Tuesday night, English time, and I will be showcasing all of that. And hopefully with the 18-19 million that I've got at the moment, I might actually be able to buy something, and I can show you guys and hopefully save you some money or convince you that you want to buy whatever it is that comes out. Leave a comment or subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you again soon.